Hey everyone, welcome back to Fifth Row Tarot. I am here to give you your weekly reading for April 28th, the week of April 28th. So, just an FYI, lately I've been seeing a lot of spirituality, but a lot of also being in the body, which I guess is a good thing when you think about we're moving into Taurus season, and Taurus is an earth sign. And if we think about the earth in correlation to our bodies, um, we're definitely feeling into what's going on in the earth right now, but also how are we feeling in our bodies at the same time. So this is a perfect time to be still, or be as active or as observant of your body as you want to be. Of course. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Spirit to come into this reading. Spirit, we ask that you come into this reading with a message for the collective for the week of April 28th. The spirit of the element of fire, spirit of the element of water, spirit of the element of earth, spirit of the element of air, and finally, the fifth spirit, the element of the universe, the element of our nature that connects us all. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, do you have any cards for us this week, the week of April 28th, Spirit? Wow, a lot of messages coming through. Okay, this is so many. Why do you give me so many cards, Spirit? Gosh, too many. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, there's a lot of cards. Okay, yeah, this is good. Okay, so overall, I'm seeing a lot of fire here. We've got 3 major arcana right at the end of the reading. And when we start with the 3 of Wands, we end with the 5. There's a lot of passion here, but also a lot of inner turmoil, it looks like. Even though you are surrounded by nurturing and the ability to start over. Wow. Okay, let's talk about it. First card is the 3 of Wands. Next, we have the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Then we have the 10 of Wands, the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups, 8 of Swords, the Death card, the Emperor, the Sun, and the 5 of Wands. So it looks like there's some passion here about building something new. Someone is looking out for their future. Shoot. Okay, sorry, I just banged my knee. Someone here is building for the future. Someone is building for something new. And in the Page of Cups, it looks as if there's a message coming through, a message of newness, something new, new emotion, maybe a new relationship. But in the Daughter of Cups, we see a young duckling. So it could be that there is a message. There's something has to do with children message about a child. Then we have the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is about having all these bundles of passion, all these things that we've tried over and over again. All the passion and everything that we've tried is just kind of a jumble and a mass. And so, it's kind of like we need to move on. We need to find nurturing space. We need to get organized because right now our feelings are all over the place, right? This is kind of a mass confusion. But it indicates the need to move forward, the need to move on. The Mother of Cups is the Queen of Cups, of course, but this is someone who is who is very nurturing, very giving. This is very much someone who is about sharing emotions, but not 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 like giving it away. Because she is a mature female, right? Because the queens are mature feminine energies. This could be about a mature feminine, but it could also be saying mature feminine who needs to maybe open up and share more. Because what we're seeing in the Eight of Swords is someone who is scared to unfold and become something new. I mean, you see here, it's almost as if, if we think of swords as our thoughts and our ideas are keeping us trapped. And it is our connection to one idea in particular that is kind of hosting us and allowing us to grow in a cocoon. But these other thoughts need to go because we need to unfurl our wings. So I think with the Eight of Swords, some thoughts here need to be let go so that you can free yourself, the Eight of Swords is saying. The Death card. My go-to thought about the Death card, and you know what? No, the meaning of the Death card is exactly what it looks like. But let's really, really, really dig. Not really, really, but let's go a little bit deeper with our idea of talking about death. It is not an easy topic to talk about death. But when we think about what happens when we are experiencing a loss, or experiencing the letting go of something, this, if we look at here, we've got the skeleton of a long dead bird who is probably somewhere on the earth, maybe decomposing, becoming one with the earth again. So if we think about, when we go to a funeral, sometimes we'll hear, the pastor or the officiant or whoever say, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. So when we are in a process of death, experiencing it, however way we're experiencing it, we are either the observer or the receiver of regeneration, because the person or the thing that has died is going back to where it came from. And so there is a regeneration somewhere in the process of death. We are not losing the idea that we're originally connected to here in the Eight of Swords. And that might be the fear that someone is going through of, if I get rid of all these other thoughts, I also have to get rid of the thought that created this freedom for me. And you're not. You are still connected. You are still regenerating. You are still able to create with this and regenerate. So if we think about going back to the earth, we think about we do think about death, but if we think about it on a higher level, the spiritual implication of death with our bodies, we are going back to the earth to give back to the earth, and the earth will regenerate with our help. The emperor. So the emperor typically represents a masculine, but it also can represent government, laws, the structure surrounding how we maintain. And it's funny, this, I keep thinking about the Empress as the opposite of this card. And the Empress is not about structure. And I dare to say the Empress is about chaos. And not in the sense that you think, because the Emperor is the one that is about the action and all that stuff. But, when I think about the Empress, I think about someone who is, yes, chaos, right? But also that chaos is only chaos by the observer. The Empress comes in to kind of shake things up. The Emperor is there to kind of control and hold in that energy, reduce chaos, because I think the Emperor is scared of change. And I don't know why I'm seeing this when I see this Emperor card. Maybe I'm being, I don't know. But what I see here is there's an Emperor here. There's someone who is trying to control chaos. Yeah, that's what I see. Someone who is trying to control chaos, and it's impossible. The sun. The sun is the masculine. This is also happiness. This is represented by the sign of Leo. The sun is about security. So, it looks as if the Emperor, right, is trying to control chaos for happiness and security. But is control of chaos and happiness actually necessary? I'm only asking that. Because, yeah, someone is trying to redirect what happiness is. Because if we look at the Emperor, you can see there's a sun here. And here's the heart of the sun. Someone has really good intentions of trying to control chaos, but instead is just coming off controlling. You're trying to control the situation that there's really no control over. Even though, yeah, you're the Emperor, there's an Emperor here. But your happiness is going to come from a different location, from a different notion, from a different space. Something new. You're building for a new foundation. You're building for new relationship. You're building to move away from something that is not nurturing. And it looks like to me the Mother of Cups is welcoming that change with open arms, welcoming that relationship, this nurturing feminine. But you have to release the ideas that are keeping you trapped. You have to understand that the death of something is not the death of something is not The death of something is not going to change your status. It is not going to add any kind of help for you to try to control the situation either. I don't know what that situation is. But if we look at the Five of Wands, we look at, useless action. This is about gossip. This is about energy spread everywhere. Honestly, this is probably the chaos that you need for change. I'll just say it. This is about, this is about freedom in this. I've never seen that in this card, but I see it today in the reading that surrounds it. I do see freedom here. I see freedom of passion, freedom of growth. And yes, it's chaos, but once it calms down, you come back to stability. Once you get through this initial chaos, which is not as bad as you think it's going to be, I think you get to the stability that you were initially building somewhere else. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Wow, guys, look at this. The Lovers. Yeah, I do think this is about a love relationship. And the Lovers is about, not only is it about, two people coming together at a higher level, at a very spiritual level, because the Lovers, that's a major arcana card, major. This is also about moving beyond that 5 into the 6 of the Lovers. This is about coming together at a higher level. And it looks like here on Earth as well, that somebody has got to accept, somebody has got to move on, somebody has got to really let go of some ideas and understand that it's safe to do so. Death is not about, it's not always about a physical death, it's about the death of the thoughts and ideas that keep us where we are. Wow. Powerful reading. Powerful. I don't know what else I can add. I'm going to see maybe if there is some guidance from the Wild Unknown Archetype. Let's see, we're at 18 minutes. Okay, Spirit, do you have a message for us for this reading? Alright, these are hard to shuffle. What is that? The Mask. You know what? This was calling me. Even though it's from the bottom of the deck, it was calling me. Okay, I'm going to put these down. Grab the book. Let's see what the Mask says. I'm going to just cover this up. No, I'm going to put it separately because I want you all to see that this is the Lover's card. Okay, LXI. Alright, the mask, the persona, the performance, the reveal. We often think of a mask as something that conceals our identity, yet contemplate the possibility that the mask permits our true identity to be revealed. It allows. The mask gives voice to that which was previously rejected. When this card appears, enact the side of you that is seeking expression, yet was never given a role to play on the stage of your life. You are in the realm of theater, so anything is possible. Speak with the other's voice, embody the other's limbs. You are taking part in the ritual of expanding the self. There may be mischief and deception around, and others may be trying on new masks too. No one is sure who is who. It is likely you've become so attached to a single mask that you need to fall face forward into this perception, bending time. Trust it. When light, you reveal what has been suppressed. When dark, you further conceal what is rejected. To go deeper, look at the masks of James Ensor, Joan Jonas, and Jimmy Durham. As the Zen koan suggests, meditate on your original face, the one you had before your mother and father were born. Think of a mask or costume you wore that felt empowering, marvelous, or fun. Who was it you were being? Is that who still within you? Wow. Yeah, it looks as if moving into a new role here. Yeah, moving into a new role, but you have to let go of this old thing so you can see yourself. And I'll look at it again. You have to be able to unfurl so you can see your true self as the butterfly. Right now, you don't even see how beautiful you are because your thoughts are keeping you stuck. The lovers are saying, we are ready. We are ready to be here. We are ready to do this. Unfurl yourself. Get rid of your thoughts. Move into the mask that is most empowering for you. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this has been helpful. And I will see you all next week. Thank you so much.